Hi there. I've been putting scammer videos on here lately because I keep it from my other site, but you've got to watch this. If this needs more views because it is so funny. It's Elon Musk, right? He's going to the moon with Donald Trump. Of course he is. And then after that, he's going to Mars. It's half hour to the moon and an hour and a half to Mars. We've got packed lunch. Bearing in mind it's 140 million miles to Mars and takes the average astronaut 3 years. He can do it in an hour and a half. Anyway, so I've cut out the first part of this because it was a lot of waffling about his company and how old he was. He started off, he was 53, then he was 44, and now he's 53 again. Donald Trump's going too, and so he's telling me now that I can pay with Bitcoins or fan card, and there's a seat there for me next to him and Donald Trump. So I've cut a lot of it out. So I said, okay, where shall I come to? He said, I'll let you know. We have a team to regulate our moon day. All data processing, just permit a 45-minute for database files for 100 fans for the trip explore to the moon. I got Elon as founder and Free Spirit as CEO Moon. So I gave it a thumbs up. And he's on about all these coordinates. I don't know what he was. Airbus. I said, what? He said, location, New York, John F. Kennedy International, New York. I said, is it a day trip? He said, we launched the moon on Friday, a trip for 3 months extension to the moon. Wait patiently and prepare for the flights to land on here, and we explore with Team Donald Trump. I have Team Elon Musk, access for you and other fans in the world. Another photographer as well, Russian Avia photo team. I said, do I need a packed lunch? He said, yes, all in my care. I've got a packed lunch for you, and I also get a packed lunch cause it's a trip. After then, a trip to occupy Mars for 6 months. Always visit the company link and access all files and portfolios. I organised my team for the conference to the moon. I have a great trust for you and want the trip successful for us. You got a fan card as required to get for Elon Musk team supporter. Oh, make requirements before 24 hours. Okay, and then a lot of waffle about his coordinates again. I said, okay. He says statistics, total passengers, 22 million. 22 million? What, to the moon? That's a lot of people, isn't it? Anyway, so I said, what time Friday? I said, can you get internet on the moon? Shall I bring my phone? Can I charge it up? He said, yes. Secured internet connection for my company and team. Amazing. I said, what about, can you get internet there? You know, what about that? He said, in Mars. So he said, we have to occupy Mars. Yes, I have internet rockets that launch space before a trip. Have you heard of them before? I said, that's amazing. He said, feel secured and calm to chill with me. Chill on a trip to blinking moon in half an hour? I don't think I'll be chilled, do you? I think I'll go... Anyway, he said, are you ready for Mars too? I said, oh yeah, I am so. Is that 2 packed lunches then? I said, is there a charger for the phone? He said, 3 o'clock Friday. I said, okay. What are we going to be doing on the moon? He said, secure website for connections and chargers for phones, all kinds of phones. I said, okay. What are we doing on the moon? How long does it take to get there? Are there any shops on the moon? He said, we launch for President Donald Trump team and I, Elon Musk, the founder, to live in the moon. I said, we're going to live there? I said, do we have to stay? Do we need spacesuits? He said, the journey will be for 3 months, then a trip to Mars, immediately launched. I said, oh, how long does it take to get to the moon then? He said, as fast as 30 minutes. We landed the moon, a wonderful trip to explore. I said, wow, and how long to Mars? He said, yes, you must purchase for everything before next week to get this arranged. I said, have they got gift shops? He said, we live there, spacesuit arranged also, all in array. I said, okay. He said, you start purchase with the company manager and get all requirements. You start purchase, oh, he repeated that. I'm working hard for your fan seat too in my team. I said, okay. He said, yep, there's gift shops. You can get some gifts from the gift store. I said, wow. Thumbs up. He said, gift shops, we have 100%. I said, I love it. He says, the Mars trip is 1 hour, 30 minutes to land. I said, great. Can you imagine how fast that'd be? Jesus, your brains would be out the back, wouldn't they? He said, can you get the cards for for friends and team before Moon Day. I said, what friends? I said, what cards? Is it their birthdays? He said, yeah, 5 sponsors host birthdays on the Friday trip. I said, oh, I'll get some birthday cards then. He said, they all access seats for the visits. I gave it a thumbs up. He said, okay, what cards do you like best? I said, birthday cards saying happy birthday. I said, I'll see if I can get one with rockets on. He says, some worth for sponsors. I said, okay. He said, everything is possible for you. I said, is there a washing machine and a tumble dryer? He said, I suggest you get Amazon cards or Steam cards for the connection line, the rocket to browse, or you subscribe with the company manager and get it easy. I said, okay, I'll bring them with me. Anyway, I asked again about the tumble dryer and the washing machine, and he said, whatever you need is my care. Can you imagine that? Tumble dryer and a washing machine and a rocket. I said, oh, good. He said, okay. Can you get the cards tomorrow and I'll send to me so I can quickly access all systems? I said, okay. Where do I post them to? What's the address? He said, and then when I said, should I get ones with rockets on the cards? He misconstrued that. He said, rockets for you and I. I just gave it a thumbs up. He said, I'll send you my address so you can make a deposit for the cards, or you can buy the cards and snap the front and back of the Amazon Steam card you will get. I said, okay, I'll post them. He said, do you have a USD wallet or PayPal account? Or you got Bybit account to make deposits to the company address so the manager can afford all your requirements quickly tomorrow before 8 in the morning to access all seats? I said, no, I don't. He said, what online banking do you use? I said, Scammerlink. He said, okay, get prepared for the team, start accessing, and you've got the second seat as Elon Musk star fan. I said, okay. He said, I got a text from the manager that you have requirements and you visit the company link. I said, okay. Can you please come on Zangi, he said, to my page to say hi. I said, I don't have Zangi. He said, how about download from the App Store? Zangi is my company text app for rocket launcher as you and I. I said, no space on my phone, memory full. He said, I've got a software for you in my rocket. I said, okay. He said, you use the system to access my page in the rocket. I said, okay. He said, you need to free up space for Zangi app only. I said, I can't. He said, that's the most important app left to get so we can access our seats. I said, well, I can't get it, so I can't come. That's sad. He said, okay, then it's okay. He said, you already have my seat. I said, okay, thanks. He said, don't panic. You're a team Elon Musk. I said, thanks. He said, we enjoy ourselves here till then. I said, okay. He said, also remember to get the cards before 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I said, okay, the birthday cards. He said, make sure the cards, 100% possible, Amazon and Steam only. It's a pair you get from my team. The manager is with you, so you visit the link as long as I write and tell me the possibilities. Is it me or is he waffling? So I laughed. He said, birthday cards are not for the team sponsors to the moon and Mars trip for 3 months. Oh, he waffles on again. I advise you access for close friends. Now there's an extra 5 seats. I can take friends. I can take Pat. And they can also follow my team to either Moon or Mars. They all support the team. They can also buy cards. Oh, everyone's buying cards. I said, okay. Whatever we discuss is a whisper to achieve our goals. No third party. You just got 7 seats for friends, okay? I've got 7 seats now. Wow. I said, that's a big rocket then. And he said, yes, big tickets for UK fans. I have the world's best rocket shoot to the moon every year. How come we not heard about it? Oh, so he said, they all need seats, accessed and secured as you on Friday. I said, okay. He said, I and the team will come land with my private jet to board your team of flights to my company a day before the launch. I said, okay. He said, I believe you get a pair of cards each for your seats, accessed and documents signed by the company and manager. I said, is that tomorrow? He said, each pair for a seat and if possible add cards so you have 100% connection for 3 months to talk to me and my manager. Oh, and he waffles on about the cards. I don't want to bore you here really because it's boring me now. I've got to snap all the cards, send him. He keeps repeating himself. You know, then there's a picture of him and Donald Trump, picture of his car, picture of a load of copied and pasted stuff. I said, how much am I paying for these cards then? He said, the cards are worth $500. He said, you have Amazon $500 and Steam cards, or you pay with Euro Wallet. So I've got to buy 5 cards, 3 Amazon and 2 Steam. 2 Amazon were for me and him. I said, that's $2,500. So what are these cards actually for? The remaining 3 are for the team sponsors. I said, yeah, but what do they do with the cards? What's the purpose? He said, yes. These cards are to redeem for rocket connection to all phones and software. He's just applying me with science, really, isn't he? I said, so why have I got to pay for everyone else's connection? Can't I just pay for mine? He said, these cards are for those who want to meet with Mr. Reeves publicly. Mr. Reeves? Who's Mr. Reeves? Is this Keanu Reeves? I think we've gone to Keanu Reeves now. Your email will be put in the system. Whenever Elon is visiting your location, you'll get an email a week before. Membership cards are just for meet and greet purposes. You won't be getting this personal email. What? I said, but surely I won't need to be on the meet and greet list as I'm sitting next to him and going to the moon tomorrow. He said, I said, it's only $500 then, just for a meet and greet. I don't need. He said, all these 5 cards activate for you 3-month trip to the moon. Going round in circles. I said, who's Mr. Reeves anyway? I said, to meet and greet him in the moon. Who's Mr. Reeves? You said I would meet him publicly and I don't even know who Mr. Reeves is. He said, you're about to meet and greet rather your own seat in the rocket. Next to Elon Musk in a rocket, I said. He said, Mr. Reeves occupies Mars and lives in the moon. I said, does he? How old is he? How old is he? He said, you've got $2,500 for all access to seat, 2 portfolios. Another waffle again. I said, so basically I don't need to pay anything. Elon is sitting next to me on the rocket and all the rest of the people can buy their own cards and I'm not bothered about meeting the man in the moon. Why should I pay for other people's seats? And what are the 2 portfolios? He said, you pay for seat 2 only. Remember, you have my company website. He said, how about packed lunch for 3 months? I said, what about it? I said, so what am I going to eat when I go to Mars? He said, are you willing to get the card or not? He said, Elon Musk also eats Mars food with team. I said, no, I'm not getting the cards. It's been fun listening to you talk a lot of rubbish. Did you know that Mars is 140 million miles away, takes 3 years to get there, and the moon takes 3 weeks? You told me 30 minutes to the moon and an hour and a half to Mars. Do you think I'm stupid? He said, why do you doubt Tesla records? I had the best launch rockets. He said, that's no data for Elon Musk trips. I said, you would not survive the speed you would have to travel to get there that quick. You're a scammer. He said, that's not true facts. Fuck the scammer you call me. Fuck the scammer you call me. You only tell me you're not ready for me, okay? Stop abuse words on me. Stop abuse words on me. So I laughed. He said, it's been a long run to achieve this moon day. Over 70 rockets to launch the moon that day. Now we've got 70 rockets going up. It's your choice to visit my website or not. I don't force on human rights. Let me know what you have to say. I said, I'll still say you're a scammer. There's no news on this. He said, okay, if you say so. You lied. I said, no, you're the liar. He said, you never loved Elon Musk. I said, love him? I don't even know who you are. I said, he's not even on TikTok. He said, just pretending to follow me. Visit moon. You lied. Do you work for SpaceX? I said, there's no trip to the moon or Mars, and no, I don't follow you. He said, okay, I'll go with my team. I said, laugh out loud. Have fun, scammer. You have been tracked as a Nigerian scammer in Nigeria from your IP address. He said, you lied. I said, no, the police are onto you and the fraud impersonation of Elon Musk. He said, I've got IP in New York City. I've got IP in New York City. I said, laugh out loud. He said, I have the South African cops, no origin. I said, laugh out loud. They will get you. Don't worry, scamming old ladies. He said, did you spend $1 on my company? I said, no, because fortunately I'm wise to scammers. But you tried, and from our records, you have tried this with lots of people. He said, you have to sign a warrant for this if you can prove it. I said, no need. They're on to you. I said, all the proof is here on TikTok, linked to your accounts. They have been tracking you for weeks. And with that, suddenly his account became account not found, and I couldn't send any more messages. But I'd had my way with him. And poof, he was gone. What a nutter.